How's it going, people? It is Liam Caddison here with the third episode of Hawkeye as we continue after the first two episodes, which was really impressive, and I really enjoyed the quality and the story so far with the first two episodes, as we not only got a kind of gloss over Kate and who she is and how she idolized Hawkeye, but we also got to catch up with Hawkeye after the events of Endgame, of course, and both Kate and Clint in a bit of a sticky situation, about to meet Echo, who I'm really looking forward to exploring that character. Like I said last week, I don't know much about the character, but there has been quite a lot of talk regarding her character, especially with the fact that she is getting her own spin-off in the future. So yeah, I am really looking forward to seeing probably things progress between Clint and Kate after there was that, of course, a bit reluctancy in the last episode. There was also a bit of LARPing as well, which was pretty fun stuff. Probably not for Clint, but hey ho. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting into this episode. So with that said, let's get into episode number 3 of Hawkeye. Let's go. 394. Oh. You know, I don't think there's any sign language. It's just struggling. Oh.
It's quiet like you.
Wow!
Maybe they are, but dragons.
Somewhere out there, Shang-Chi and, yeah, Mandarin. Phew. Oh.
Sorry. But in the end, it'll be better for you.
No, I just feel so bad for her.
You. Uncle will take you home after class. I'll see you tonight.
Oh, is he gonna die?
Maya, you're up.
This might be a hunch, but that is familiar for me. Wilson?
Ready?
Oh. I'm not gonna lie, you do feel so bad for Echo, and now you know why she has got real beef with Clint and Kate.
She doesn't even like them. No, she did this on purpose to hurt me.
Look, I think you both owe apologies. Tell her she hurt your feelings, but apologize for pretending that was a good thing.
Wait, super. I need to attend. Okay? See?
I love how Kate is offering advice and Clint's just
Trust.
so done with this shit.
She asked what you're doing here at Clint Party.
Why does he look like Kit Harington's long-lost brother?
You rely too much on technology. So Ronan is dead, and the person who killed him is dead. That's convenient. How do you know this?
I was there.
You're lying.
No.
Okay, clearly this is more
She did kill him in a technicality.
Suit on, because I didn't want anybody to know that I was at the auction. Okay, I didn't know what it was when I put it on, I swear.
That is true. She didn't even know. She doesn't even know that bloody Clint is Ronan.
Okay, listen to me.
It's just a bad case of coinky-dink.
The time to be scared. We're gonna get out of this. You'll go back to living.
Oh! Ow! Oh my goodness! Oh shit! Damn, Maya! I am loving seeing her go. Oh, nice. Look at that shot, though.
We're not smashing a 72 Challenger. Come on.
Oh. You have to respect the cars, Kate.
Go.
Yes, boss.
Get over here. I need you to drive.
What? How do I drive?
Come over here.
Oh, yeah.
Get in front of them. Get in front of them.
I'm just here for the camera work as well, like that 360. I think we'll have... Is this going to be a one-shot?
Play-Doh arrow?
Oh my goodness!
Hit their wheels with the putty arrow.
Oh, great idea. I'll do that as soon as you label these damn things.
That is... Oh, that is so cool.
You know, it would be a lot easier if we were facing the other way.
You were facing the other way.
Yeah, just that...
You can't...
Hang on. Look out.
Merry Christmas! Please be a good one. Please be a good one.
I love these mystery... Oh my god! Oh my god! These mystery arrows are superb. You know, Clint was worried about that car being wrecked. Well, I don't think he's got a choice but to witness these concerns play out.
Shoot up.
Oh shit! Let's go, Kate. That's a pin. What the fuck? Oh my god! A pin arrow! Holy shit! Holy fuck!
That was amazing!
That's why the plunger is there, folks.
I won't lie, I wasn't sure how I'd do it.
Probably should walk the dog.
One brain cell, right?
Cooped up all day.
Yep, these two are definitely partners.
You're the early bird. Hey, bud, I miss you. Why don't you go get some breakfast and read a book or something till Mama wakes up?
It is sad, but I think this perspective is also well done. Like, hearing Clint's perspective.
I'm so happy to hear your voice. Daddy's gotta go, okay? I love you. Nothing more.
Yeah, I don't think you need to write that down
Really?
too. No. Oh, this is really... I feel so,
Thank you.
like, sad.
No.
Who is Uncle? Who is Uncle? She's got...
Always.
Oh, shh. Oh, come on, Kate.
Delete.
Kate.
Morning.
Oof.
What are you waiting for?
You're all people anyway. Comes a lot of sacrifices. Some
Oh,
things you'll lose.
he's thinking of Nat. No.
Oh, there's also things you gain. Like trick arrows and a cool costume. Speaking of which, I've been thinking about your branding issue.
Oh, for crying out loud again. We're going
You
back
need
to
a more
this.
recognizable cut. In purple.
Oh, that comic book suit!
What's that on his head?
It's your head. Wings. Like a hawk. That's a nature. That's on your forehead. That's
I love
the
this.
hawk. Maybe a hood.
I'm sure someone
You can't say
has
who
the hood
Ronan
occupied in
is
terms of
because
the bow and arrow
someone close to
technique.
you, isn't it? It's your job to keep their secret.
I'm not a role model.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Kate. I'm not a role model to anyone.
Ronan especially there for him.
But yes, you are. You are. You came here. You left your family at Christmas because you... And I've just been locked out. Clint?
Convenient. Probably not a good idea for some... Yeah. They won't know what... Like... Well, they will know who he is, but as far as people in this house are concerned, he's an intruder. Does look incriminating for Jack, but like I said, it's all a bloody red herring. And plus, someone who doesn't live in your house just happens to waltz in, you're gonna get defensive, right? So, yeah, I'm not taking that ending as anything suspicious. Clint just waltzed in there. I don't think he knew that Kate was home, so as soon as Kate's gonna be, like, in the same room as Clint, he's gonna rescind and he's like, why didn't you tell me? So, yeah. But that was pretty ace. I loved that episode so much. We got a bit of Echo. We got a tease. I am 99% sure we got a tease to Wilson Fisk. I am sure that was Wilson Fisk who the uncle was. Especially since they're keeping him anonymous as well. It's obviously going to be something big or whatever. And I have a feeling that I think that, like, there is just the suit, the laugh that sounded like Vincent, to be fair. So I have hope, but we shall wait and see. But yeah, really, really chaotic episode and very well done. Like, especially with the perspective of those who were, like, for both Echo and Clint, who were struggling of hearing. Because it was really well done, but it was also sympathetic, especially Clint when he was talking to his son. That was really, really heartbreaking. So, but great episode. So, yeah, that was a really great episode of Hawkeye. Probably my favourite of the three so far, since we're at the halfway mark. And I definitely feel like things are going to develop from next week, especially with that certain appearance from a certain uncle, which I will speak about later on, because I want to freak out about that. But yeah, it was pretty great. We had some very, very emotional moments. We had some very exciting moments, especially with some of the surprises from the arrows that were pulled. Yeah, it was just really, really fun overall. I feel like this episode definitely helped Clint and Kate bond a bit further. Of course, like I said in the introduction, there seems to be, of course, that reluctancy from Clint with Kate, but I feel like this episode definitely helped bond things, especially that scene in the diner when things developed prior to that, especially with the phone call. So yeah, and I gotta say, the way that they executed the hearing scenes for not just Clint but also Maya as well was well done and very sympathetic in quite a lot of moments. I think in general there was an emotional, I guess, reception probably for everyone for when Clint called his son, and like you could even see the pain in Clint's face not being able to well, not just not being able to hear his son, but also just the struggles he's going through with making this call. But for me personally, the Maya bit when we delved into flashback territory was something that kind of hit close to home, because you especially get to the point where her father said that he can't send her to a school that would be able to help her despite her hearing difficulties. And it was almost like she had to go to a mainstream school. And I say that because with me being autistic, like my parents had to fight to get me to a school that would help me rather than struggling in a mainstream school and falling behind and everything. So it really did hit me, because I've had especially in colleges, moments where I've been put into like mainstream classes and it has become overwhelming. But obviously it's not in the same vein as what Maya is going through. And Maya, I guess she honed that, and especially when she told Clint that the hearing aid you could learn without it. So yeah, but obviously we saw how Maya was struggling, and yeah, it just kind of hit close to home in terms of how like I said, my parents fought to get me to a school that would help me in terms of my autism. So yeah, but we saw that. I mean, you could see the, I guess, pain in her father's eyes when he said that he couldn't send her to a school that would help. So yeah, but like Maya said to Clint that well, not just that though, but she we saw through the flashback she was able to overcome the obstacles that stood in her way and owned it. She was she was developing despite the hearing difficulties that she was having, and she was we saw her kick ass, and with her leg as well, the prosthetic leg as well. And yeah, I gotta say, I was really impressed with Maya's story, because there is a lot of emotion, not just in terms of her situation, but also, of course, she has reasonable motive against Ronan. And that's because Ronan killed her father. So, you can't really blame her for having such beef. And when she finds out that Clint and Ronan, same person. So yeah, and obviously we got a bit of a tease to that, because, and I got to say, the Clint and Maya fight was just really well done. I really loved the intensity there, and how Maya was trying to have like Clint go on a learning curve, what she went through, I guess, in terms of developing without any kind of hearing aid. So yeah, it was just really, really well done in terms of not just the fight, but also, I guess, the car chase. I don't know if it was a one shot as well, but there was a moment where there was like this 360 camera, and it was really well done. I don't know if it was a one shot though, because it looked like it, but you could easily edit and whatnot. So, like in between the rotation, but I do feel like that was a one shot, because that would be really, really cool. But yeah, I gotta say, where the frig was the pin particle arrow all this time? That was really cool. It was really great going into the different kind of arrows. So, boy, that was really, really fun. And probably, well, 50-50 for Kate, because there were some quite hairy ones there. So yeah, but I really thought that this was a really great episode in not just developing character for Echo and learning a bit more about her and sympathizing with her, but also sympathizing with Clint as well, because obviously we had mentioned in the last episode about Clint's hearing loss and how that was a effect from all of the explosions and whatnot he endured, and how that impacted him. But I think there was a really, I feel, like I said, I feel like this was a great episode in terms of developing the bonds between Kate and Clint. And I feel like the moment where Clint calls, well, when his son called Clint, I think that was really, really impactful, especially when Kate basically wrote down what his son said in order to help Clint out. It was just really, really well done. And you, like I said, you just saw how Clint just broke, and it broke us as well because you just sympathized so much. And yeah, it's a really, really, heartbreaking moment. So, but I think also a moment where you have this connectivity further with Clint and Kate. Not just is Kate a great archer, but also someone who can help out Clint, especially in moments like this. So but it was a really, really beautiful and heartbreaking moment. So, but like I said, it was well done yet sympathetic. So yeah. But yeah, like I said, Jack is not, he's it's not going to be anything nefarious with the sword out to Clint. I mean, I think it's going to be one of those occasions he didn't hear Kate come through the door when she was like, hello and whatnot. So as far as he knows, Clint's just infiltrated and Kate's not home. So, you can, being the swordsman that he stated he was in the last episode, I don't think you could really blame him if an intruder just waltzed in your home and was like, hi. So I don't think, I think, like I said, it's going to be all down to a red herring. I think the amount of I guess suspicions planted on Jack is all just going to amount to nada. So he's just an innocent bystander, and well, I wouldn't say innocent, but he didn't kill Armand. He's not going to have I don't know if he's going to have nefarious ties to the tracksuits. So yeah, but you know who is? Wilson Fisk. Right, I am 99.9999999% sure that not only was that Wilson Fisk with the big hand, with the clothing and the laugh as well, that was Vincent from the Daredevil series. I swear. Because obviously with Charlie Cox rumored to appear in No Way Home, it makes sense to bring in Vincent, okay? You can't, he's incredible as Kingpin. And if you haven't watched the Daredevil series, why not, first? And second, just go and check out Vincent's performance as Wilson Fisk. It's just mesmerizing. And it only makes sense you don't recast him. So, yeah, I am so certain that is... Yeah. And I'm sure that the gears are definitely going to be turning next week, where we're going to see him in his glory once again. And that will, for me, confirm that Charlie Cox is in No Way Home. I don't make the rules. So, yeah. No, I had a moment. As soon as I heard that laughter, I'm like, hold the fuck up. I was so certain that was... Yeah. Just watch us be wrong. But I am sure, like I said, 99.999% sure that it's, that uncle is Mr. Fisk. So, yeah. Well, we shall just wait and see. But I'm going to have to get going. So, there was just a lot of great moments, like the fight scenes and all that jazz. But, yeah, there was some really great emotional moments. Nice bonding between Clint and Kate. And, it was just a really, really fantastic episode overall. So, like I said, probably my favorite of the three so far, since we're at the halfway mark. But it was great to have that build between Kate and Clint. Some really incredible action sequences, great focus on Maya and understanding, she has a reasonable vendetta against Ronan. So, and that's going to come down horribly for... not just Kate, but also Echoes once she finds out Ronan and Clint are the same. So, yeah. And I did like that moment where Clint said that Black Widow killed Ronan, which there is a metaphorical sense to that, I feel, especially when Kate was... not Kate, Black Widow was Natasha was the one to... reach him and reach out to him, especially in this dark moment. So yeah, but a really fantastic episode. So I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!